Time is 2 o'clock.
Is South Zonal News.
A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Radio Nigeria South Zonal News at 2. The headlines: Rivers State House of Assembly former Majority Leader apologizes. Political parties urge to shun violence ahead of Bayelsa State by-elections. At least 12 people killed by storms in the Caribbean. Today's commentary is on policy and national development. Details shortly. Nothing to you. Please don't consume any mixture claimed to be COVID-19 vaccine. There's no approved drug or vaccine for COVID-19 yet. These substances can cause harm. My name is Rachel Ona with the news. Now the news in full. A former majority leader of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Mr. Chidi Lloyd, has apologized to the people of the state for his misconduct at the assembly. Mr. Lloyd, who represented Emohua State constituency, had on the 27th of August 2014 attempted to murder his colleague, Mr. Michael Chinda, by using the assembly mace to hit his head after an altercation inside the hallowed chambers. During a solidarity visit by Akpago community, Emohua local government area, to Governor Yeso Wike, Mr. Lloyd also apologized to Mr. Chinda and the family for his actions. The former lawmaker, who is a member of the All Progressives Congress, last week defected to the People's Democratic Party.
Hikabe revealed that several projects
Amechi doesn't leave. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says continuous sensitization of the electorate remains the panacea to a successful election. National Commissioner and Chairman Information and Voter Education Committee, Mr. Festus Okoye, stated this when he led other members of his committee on a courtesy visit to Radio Nigeria Bronze FM, Benin City. Correspondent Fidelia Salami was there and now reports. Ahead of the senatorial by-elections in Bayelsa State, stakeholders at a one-day forum have urged the political parties, aspirants and others to shun violence and play the game according to the rules. The made a call at an early warning and response training workshop in Yenagoa organized by the Search for Common Ground, stressing the need to build peace and prevent conflict in the Niger Delta. Alambo Datoye reports that there are growing concerns in the build-up to the by-elections into the Bayelsa Central and Bayelsa West senatorial districts, scheduled to hold on October 31 this year. Cross River State government has been charged to remain committed to improving the livelihood of the poor and vulnerable through the Conditional Cash Transfer Program. The National Program Coordinator of the Household Uplifting Program, Dr. Temitope Sinkaye, gave the charge during the flag-off of the third phase of the program in Calabar. Correspondent Michael Akbang has the details. Holders in the electronic media have been called upon to collaborate with government agencies to promote wholesome content that will strengthen national interest. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, made the call at the 6th annual lecture of the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC) in Abuja. Alhaji Mohammed, who was represented by the Director, Department of Entertainment and Creative Services in the Ministry, Mr. Augustine Ajibola, stressed that the amended NBC Code is to fight unbridled capitalism, unfettered domination, and revolutionize the industry. In an address, Professor Chinyere Okuna highlighted the importance of the media to include dissemination of information and shaping public opinion. The academics urged the media to use all at its disposal to tackle crisis. Professor Okuna commended the deregulation policy of the government. You're listening to Radio Nigeria, South News at 2. Here are stories in the bulletin so far. River State House of Assembly former Majority Leader apologizes. Political parties urge to shun violence ahead of Bayelsa State by-elections. Still ahead, at least 12 people killed by storms in the Caribbean, plus business, entertainment, sports, and commentary. Do stay tuned. As for the mix-up, you're welcome back from the break. Play business.
And now, business news.
The National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) says real gross domestic product (GDP) contracted by -6.10% in the second quarter of 2020 compared to the 1.87% recorded in the first quarter. For details of these and more on business news, let's join Austin Ine. We'll now take a look at the foreign scene. At least 12 people have been killed as a storm tore through the Caribbean yesterday. Hurricane Marco and Tropical Storm Laura brought high winds and rough seas, leaving at least 9 people dead in Haiti and another 3 in the Dominican Republic. Heavy rains have also battered Cuba and the U.S. territory of Puerto Rico. Marco is expected to make landfall in the U.S. state of Louisiana today, with Laura hitting Texas by Thursday. Elsewhere, protests have erupted in the U.S. state of Wisconsin after police shot a black man several times while responding to what they said was a domestic incident. The man, identified as Jacob Blake, is in a serious condition in hospital. Video posted online appears to show Mr. Blake being shot in the back as he tries to get into a car in the city of Kenosha. Authorities in Kenosha declared an emergency overnight curfew after arrests broke out following the shooting. In the world of entertainment, singer Elder Debster kick against Karma 2020 as Tony Awards returns digitally this fall. Meanwhile, legendary Nigerian reggae musician Majek Fashek was privately buried over the weekend in the United States. Son of the late singer Randy, who is the first of 3 children born to Majek and his wife Rita, said the decision to conduct a private burial was taken in order to ensure the safety of the fans, family, and his friends. Randy explained that the COVID-19 outbreak has made it impossible to bring his dad home to Nigeria. Kura Brezi brings us to speed with the details and more. Captain of Rivers United FC of Port Harcourt Festus Austin has disagreed with Enyimba's goalkeeper Theophilus Afelokai, who said the Port Harcourt side should accept the 3rd position as given by league management's calculation. Festus stated that Rivers United would have won the MPFL if not for the unplanned stoppage of the league occasioned by the coronavirus with 13 matches left. Captain Festus told Tide that United placed behind Enyimba is grossly unfair to his club and appealed to the Nigeria Football Federation NFF and League Management Company LMC to correct the mistake and put the club on its appropriate position. Meanwhile, President of the Nigeria Football Coaches Association, Ladan Bosso, has disclosed that alien Nigerian coaches will benefit from the relief funds from the Nigeria Football Federation. The Coaches Association is expected to receive 19,300,000 naira from the FIFA's funds redistribution through the NFF. Kadiri Ikana, Charles Bassi, Christian Chukwu are some of the top coaches battling various ailments. Elsewhere, UEFA President Alexander Kaferin says the single game knockout format used in the Champions League this year from the quarterfinal onwards has produced more exciting football than the usual 2-legged games and could be revisited in the future. And now the commentary. In today's commentary, Ikemoye Inamaga of our Radio Nigeria Creek FM station Yenegua writes on policy and national development, and it is read from our studio. That commentary on policy and national development was written by Ikemoye Inamaga of our Radio Nigeria Creek FM station Yenegua and read by Mokwelola Oke. Weather still do. To end Radio Nigeria, South Zone is a recap of the major items. Rivers State House of Assembly former Majority Leader Chidi Lloyd has apologized to the people of the state. Political parties have been urged to shun violence ahead of Bayelsa State by-elections. At least 12 people have been killed by storms in the Caribbean. That's the news as edited by Victory Aisoni and the production team. My name is Rachel Ona. Thank you very much for listening. Good afternoon.